Welcome to the Soca Chronicles. Soca Chronicles with Sharnz and Arkayo.
Welcome to the 31st episode of Soca Chronicles, the podcast that brings you everything Soca. I'm Arkayo and I'm digitally sitting next to the one and only Sharnz.
Yo.
Honestly, next episode is going to be a rename of the entire show. It is just going to be, what is Sharnz going to do now with her yo. That's the show. This has been
That
the
rhymes.
show of yo.
Hey,
of Sharnz.
that's out
And
here
I'll see you next
rhyming
month.
that.
Anywho, today we have a shorter than normal episode. We don't have an interview. We will fix that error next time again, of course, no problem. But we do have a very interesting topic to discuss today. We are going to talk about Carnival in Trinidad, specifically, about Carnival in general as well, and some things about what has been changing over the last years. And when I say that, I mean money, amount of people coming, and the standard things we always like to discuss. So, Sharnz, I'm looking forward to this discussion.
Same.
I hope you are too.
Yes, because remember last week we touched on it, but then we couldn't go into too much detail because we had an interview. So
Exactly.
I've been waiting a whole month to have this talk, Arkayo. So let's get into it.
Let's go.
Soca Chronicles.
Indeed, last month we were discussing it already very briefly, especially specifically the post that Freeze International and Private Ryan were putting on the internet about their thoughts and their ways of improving Trini Carnival for the future, their comments about what's going wrong, and their thoughts about what can be better. So we figured let's talk about it in the episode of today as well.
Let's talk about it.
With a singing Sharnz. I love it. So, first of all, I just want to mention what Freeze has been mentioning. And so, on his Instagram, the post is still up. You can go and scroll down a bit, and there's a whole section that he is uploading a WhatsApp conversation or whatever. So, what he mentioned, I'm just going to mention a few of these things because they're all good points, but a few of these things are touching with the topic that we're discussing here. And that's Trini Carnival has changed. It has become more expensive. There has been a lot of internationalization. That's not a proper word probably, but I'm using it anyway.
Okay, go for it.
And maybe to explain that one a bit further, what he mentioned is there might be an event specifically for Trinidad that is going well. And what happens then is they export it to another countries. For example, Brain Freeze from Private Ryan.
Bro.
Oh my god, brain freeze. I'm still in 2023 Beijing music. I'm sorry, guys. I've been brainwashed with brain freeze, see? That's what it is. Anywho, brainwash is all over the planet. It's in Barbados, it's in Jamaica, it's in... Where else is it? It's in Canada.
Yeah, Miami,
indeed. So he's exporting that formula, if that's the word, to across the world, which is fair enough. It's a way of making money. It works. However, the version in Trinidad is now more expensive than, let's say, the one in Jamaica. Now, people might think, why would I go to Trini if I can go for the same event to Jamaica and it's cheaper?
Yeah.
That's apparently happening. That's a fair point.
No, 100%.
Yeah. Another thing, which I'm a very strong advocate for, that they find an issue, is that as in all the islands by this point, there's only a period of about 2-3 months where Soca is being played. So you have a country that loves dancehall and loves Soca for 2 months during Carnival.
Yeah.
That means that artists and DJs have 2 months to hype up a thing, make a song, promote it, release it, all that stuff, and for it to gain traction and to do something. Why?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
difficult. And there is a lot of examples of how it can happen, how it can be done as well. A big example in my head is Bag of Sugar and the whole rhythm. I forgot the name of the rhythm.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
Slam Bang Rhythm.
Slam Bang Rhythm from Grenada. That rhythm, those tunes are still being played in mixes today. And that was hot in what, like August 2023? Exactly. So it is possible. A good song can come out anytime and it will be played. Just release the music. Just make it a year-round genre instead of,
instead of
seasonal.
Yeah,
exactly.
100%. I completely agree with that. And it really does annoy me because, as I've mentioned before on the podcast, in Barbados, you only really hear soca around like crop over time and around independence as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, people aren't really interested in hearing it. They just go back to listening to dancehall and all of that.
Exactly.
And it's just like, it's not fair on the artists at the end of the day.
Nope.
Because they shouldn't be confined to just releasing music around that period. They should be able to release music all year round and get it played. But because I think it's like a kind of like a, what do you call it, a catch-22 maybe, because maybe the artists want to release songs all year round, but they know that their songs are only going to be played around Carnival time. So they're like, any song that I release before that is probably not really going to get any traction. So, let me wait until Carnival time, then release it. So it's like this vicious cycle that they get caught up in. But yeah, something needs to be done about that because I'm not happy.
How can we break the circle?
DJs just have to play the music. That's it.
So exactly. So it's revenue as well, right? Because if your song flops during Carnival, you don't have an income. If your song is hot for 6 out of 12 months, but not in the right season, you might have some Spotify plays, but it's not gonna bring as much money in as it would be if you're playing on every single truck during Carnival day. So I guess we need to look at streaming options, make that bigger, promote your music online. One of the comments, I think it was Private Ryan was making, and we'll get to that in more detail in a minute, but it's very interesting to me. He said the Soca Mafia is not there, basically. Because of YouTube, because of TikTok, because of, people breaking through without any like big names to help them out. Yeah. I love that concept, and I think there's some truth in that. But there will still always need to be a lot of resources needed to promote your song to a bigger audience. And there's always the few people who will break through regardless. Like there's a couple of people who already have, they're bigger on Instagram that are on the soca scene, Yeah. But yeah, it's tricky.
No, definitely. But I think also that the artists need to travel. Because I think a lot of them, they're just relying on getting bookings overseas for them to travel, but they should take initiative. So let's say like Notting Hill Carnival, whatever it is, in August. Save your money, put your money together, fly to London, and then try and get like bookings or perform on a truck or something like that, so people kind of get to know your music. And then let's say fly to Miami, New York, just fly to different places to get yourself out there. Like, I know it's not cheap, but as an artist, you have to invest in yourself so that, you can progress. That's what I believe anyway.
Yeah. While I 100% agree with that, well, I mean, if I'm going to say now but, then it's not 100%. While I 99% agree with that, it's very difficult to do so if your home country, the land of soca, is not giving you the attention you deserve, if that makes sense. So why would you promote a song in the UK if you can't promote it in Trini? Or if it's not getting enough traction in Trinidad? You know what I mean?
I hear that. But a prime example, our lovely friend Super Nitro, who does our outros every episode.
Nitro, Senon.
So his music is big in, I think it's Martinique, Guadeloupe, like certain songs. So he gets more love abroad for his music than he does at home.
Yeah. I hear that.
So I hear what you're saying about, if they're not paying attention to you at home, like, why would you promote abroad? But if they're not paying attention to you at home,
you're gonna have to go abroad.
It's more of a drive to go abroad because once
yeah.
people abroad start paying attention to you,
You
at
might
home has
also
no
come back,
choice but to pay attention to you because when your songs blow up, they will start playing it because people like to follow fashion.
True.
So that's my 2 cents or my 2 pence because I live in the UK.
No, that makes sense. I do think another thing that would help is having. There are not year long. That's just a very long fete, but fetes throughout the year organized.
Correct.
So, I think we should have more organized fetes to also keep the rotation coming. If I'm having one fete a month, then I want to hear the bangers. But if I go every week, I get tired of the bangers at some point and I want to hear new music. And I get to know new music quicker because I've heard it last week already. Last month, I already forgot half of it. So if we get more fetes, and this is, of course, it's a lot of investment, it's a lot of risk for people because people might get tired of it somehow. But if you have more fetes, and this is actually something that Freeze does well, because Freeze is well, I don't know actually what his role in it has, but he has a lot of fetes SSS. But he has every SSS is a different approach. Like he experiments with his audience. Sometimes it's only old school. Sometimes it's mixed genre, but mostly soca. Sometimes it's only soca and only things that aren't bangers. I don't know. I know he experiments with it. At least it keeps everybody in the know of all the music, which I think is good.
This is true. This is true. But then also that's what mixes are for as well.
True.
So we know Gel releases mixes all throughout the year. He's actually recently released his latest 2024 mix. I'll come back to that in a sec. But yeah. So DJs should be releasing the mixes, helping people to get to know the tunes, and also provide a track list with your mix
100%.
so that people, because as we know, will Shazam a soca song, and nothing comes up.
Yep.
So once you've got the the track list, it helps people to learn the songs, which is why Gel is such a big advocate for having a track list. Sorry.
Yep. Yep. No, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Maybe this is also like a call for DJs to think about a concept of a mix of unknown songs or lesser known songs or songs that didn't get the love they deserved. It's a very long name for a mix, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Definitely.
In the end, it's all about promoting the music we love, and having people around you to enjoy it with.
Exactly. Because soca is about love and enjoyment, and we are slime.
And rum. I'm not alcoholic, but rum too.
How could I forget about that?
Exactly, non-alcoholic.
Oh, yeah. But also, something interesting to throw in. I know you've seen it on IG or whatever, but I can't remember if we've touched on this already on the podcast, but Notting Hill Carnival and a lot of bands getting banned.
Yes. You know what? Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Definitely. So because I think the problem is, so we have in the UK, we've got our soca DJs, but the bands that are on the road, I would say the majority that are on these trucks aren't soca DJs.
Yeah.
And they're not used to playing soca. So I think this new rule and the way how the Notting Hill committee are coming down hard on these bands, I think this is going to force those DJs that don't normally play soca to learn soca. Yeah. They're going to have to, because what are they going to play on the road?
What's the rule for the people who don't know?
So the rule is you have to play carnival music. So that's soca, bouillon, samba, because obviously it's Brazil carnival. What else? There's some other soca genres as well, but it has to be carnival music. So that's not dancehall, that's not Afro beats.
Yeah,
it's none of that.
And last year, a lot of trucks were playing that, right?
A lot of them were. There was a truck that literally, I think they mostly played dancehall, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened now then?
So all of those bands from last year,
They banned them, yeah?
Yeah, they've been banned, so they can't go on the road. Literally, they're gone. Goodbye.
Excellent.
Toodaloo. Dewey. You know what I mean? So the bands that are left, it's like, yeah, you have to play 100% soca now. You have to.
So this is what I like about, like, this is one way to grow the soca, right? Like,
100%.
you have Carnival. There's two ways you can go about it. You can think about money. You can think about, okay, if I expand into Afrobeats and dancehall, I know I'm going to get more people and more money.
Yeah.
You know, more bands, more whatever. Or you can think, no, this is for the culture. This is soca, and we're going to keep it soca. If you want to have dancehall and Afrobeats, there's plenty of events for that. On another time, another day. So I love that.
Yeah, but it's not even if people want dancehall and Afrobeats, they can still get it at Notting Hill Carnival because they've got like sound systems and stuff that is on like the side streets.
Yeah, exactly.
That will play. Like you can literally go and find house.
Yeah.
You can go and find dancehall. You can go and find Afrobeats. You can go and find like loads of different types of music.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
what they're saying is on the trucks, so on the main route, we should only be hearing carnival music.
I love it.
So, but I think like some bands are a bit worried about that because their pull is that they play dancehall. So that's where they got like a lot of their hype and a lot of their followers were coming for the dancehall. But of course, a few of those bands are gone. So that's not even an issue right now.
I was going to say.
Yeah, so I'm really... Yeah, exactly. But I'm really interested to see how Notting Hill Carnival will be this year. I think it will be probably one of the best ever, to be honest.
Yeah. Soca focused. I love it.
There we go. And I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping that I get to play on a truck this year.
Yeah,
that
make it happen.
Yeah, I need to. And that'll be the first time that I've actually played music on a truck in the UK. Which is crazy. I mean, I broke my Carnival truck playing virginity in Barbados.
I was there.
As you know.
Sounds weird.
You were there. You were like my biggest fan. You were more than watching. You were like a proper fan. Like you were like my fucking, excuse my language, I just swore. Damn it. You were like my number one supporter that day.
Of course, always.
Yeah, loved it. But yeah, very happy. So I think if you can RKO, I think this year would be a good year to come and experience.
I hear
the full Notting Hill Carnival experience, because I think you just did the Sunday, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Not the Monday.
You didn't get to the Monday as well. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. We'll see.
Well, I have a look. I as people might know from a previous episode, but I've just become a father, and to be honest, I just went to one of the many baby shops, obviously, because that's what you do when you're a father. There's nothing else you do anymore. But they were selling these headphones for babies. So,
oh my goodness. Okay, no.
There's options.
No, you cannot bring your baby to Notting Hill Carnival.
Not for the night events, but maybe for the day events.
Oh my, I'm so over you. I'll get
the baby a small t-shirt or something, you know?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Put some paint on her. It's fine.
Can you imagine?
No, I'm kidding. People, I'm kidding, by the way. Just before I get sued or something, I'm kidding.
Can you imagine? You get reported to child services or something.
Exactly. Rightfully so.
God damn. But yeah, man. Very excited.
Yeah.
But Private Ryan. Private Ryan tweeted some stuff about Carnival.
Yeah, so continuing on the topic that we started, right?
Yeah. So he was talking about, he said, many great songs fell through the cracks due to a glut of releases in December, short season, DJs not taking risks and or learning how to deliver the new music. Also, the retention rate by patrons was somewhat slower this year. Yeah. So, we've touched on it. Obviously, having that short space of time to release music, so the music doesn't have time to marinate. And then also we spoke about the DJs not delivering the music. So
Exactly.
there's a way to deliver new music. So you don't have to like play a whole, like we've spoken about this before.
Yeah.
You don't have to play a whole set of new soca music. You can like maybe throw in, I don't know, 4 or 5 songs, but mix them in with songs that people know.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you're playing the new songs, hype them up, pull them up if you need to. Just create madness. Like if it's like a jump up song, get people to like sway, or I don't know, just hype it. There's a way.
Exactly.
But as we've discussed before, DJs are afraid to play new music. They're just playing to get the crowd hyped and you know, get that footage of them, you know, causing pandemonium. But it's not what it's about, man. It's not what it's about at all.
No, agreed.
And also, Ryan mentioned the retention rate by patrons. So not as many people are attending the events, which rolls in to Carnival being too overpriced. I mean, some hotels are charging $500 per night. Per night!
Brother.
During the Carnival season.
Ouch.
And obviously, people are going to pay it. Which is crazy.
For now, but this plays into what we were discussing before. If a similar or same event is in another country where the flight or the stay is cheaper. I mean, Sharnz, you went to Dominica this year.
Yep.
If Trini was as expensive as Dominica, what would you have done?
I would have gone to Trinidad if it was the same. If it was as cheap as Dominica.
The only reason you went to Dominica is, well, not the only, but one of the reasons, the main reasons I would like to say, was money, right?
Yeah, 100%.
No, I'm not saying that the Trinidad Carnival should be cheap. I'm not saying that at all. There's value in being the mecca for soca, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But, I mean, there's a lot of people who cannot afford it.
And that's true, but it is overpriced. That's the issue.
And I think also, where we're also talking about now, where in Trinidad there's only 2 months of soca, in those 2 months, if local people want to go to an event and they don't have the money to go, so you're also not getting the local people in anymore, only people from abroad that have long pockets. That's not helping like anybody as well. Like Arkayo, have I been? Nope.
But your pockets are long, so.
Well, try becoming a mother or a father.
Well, as we know, my womb shall remain empty for the foreseeable future because
your pockets need to be long.
Exactly, and having a child dramatically shortens your pockets.
It's definitely does.
To the point, I'm gonna be like a T-Rex, bro. I'm not trying to be like that.
Love it.
There we go. So yeah, I think Trinidad is overpriced, and in the We Bleed Soca group, I saw a lot of people posting, "This year's my last Trinidad Carnival."
Really?
It's just a lot of people are posting that, and these are people that go every year.
Oh wow!
They're just saying it's too overpriced, and they're ready to experience other carnivals.
Fair enough.
I think next year there's going to be an influx of people. I reckon next year Dominica Carnival is probably going to be more popular.
Yeah. Well, and I have to say that might not be a bad thing, right? To also shine more light on other islands, other carnivals. So, yeah, I mean, it might not be good for the tourism income of Trinidad, but it will be very good for the tourist income of other islands.
Definitely. But then the people of Trinidad, they need to do something about it. The government or whoever's in charge, they need to do something about it because it's just getting more and more expensive every year. And I mean, I want to experience Trinidad Carnival, but I think I will only do it once and that's it. I don't need to do it another time. I just want to be like, yep, I've been to the Mecca. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. I'd rather, honestly, go to Dominica Carnival.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's vibes, or try Jamaica Carnival.
Yes.
Or, do you know what I mean?
Well, you know you will never find me in Jamaica.
That's not true. I'm going to drag you there one day. Honestly.
I'm too scared. I am too scared to go to Jamaica.
Oh my God, you'll be fine.
When I see people jumping off roofs on people, and I know I'm the person that would be on the ground, and I don't like it.
I won't allow
I'm not
it.
a jumper.
I'll protect you. I will protect you.
How? You have a very bad rap on protecting me.
Oh, let's not go there, Arkayo. That was one time. Yeah. And
well, you pushed me in front of the bus. Under the bus even, sorry.
And I ran.
Hey, literally. Literally.
But that was one time, and I've learned from that, and it will never happen again. Ever. Because I still feel bad about that. That was what, 2019?
Yeah.
We're in 2024 now. It's 5 years, and I still feel bad. So,
You should. No, I'm kidding.
No, I genuinely
It's all
should,
good.
because that was terrible, and I'm so sorry. But it's never gonna happen again. Honestly,
It's
I've got
alright.
you.
It's alright.
I
Anyway,
will protect you.
I might go to Jamaica.
No, you will.
I've heard it's
Maybe-
cheaper than Trinidad, so.
Yeah, maybe like 2030.
Oh, wow.
Wait, what are we in?
what's-
2024?
What's
That's like
18
6
years from now?
Oh, no, we're in 2024.
Yeah.
24 plus 6 is 30.
Yeah.
So it's 6 years' time. Why are
Yeah,
you
but
talking about 18?
let's try 18 years. Because then the baby is a grown up.
Oh, no. Once, no. You don't need to wait that long. Listen, baby has a mother and has family that can look after baby if you need to travel. There we
Fair
go.
enough. Anyhow.
There we go. We're going
So-
off topic as
Exactly,
always.
but I mean, this. I think we've discussed a lot already, but I do want to touch on something else because
Go for it.
you were talking about Dominica and Bouillon.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
recently, one of us has dropped a mix on the Soca Chronicles YouTube page, I think.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't me, so I'm not sure who it was, but
Boy, I don't know who it was either. Can you
it was you,
enlighten us,
Sharnz.
Arkayo?
It was you. For
Oh, was it
flip's sake.
me? Oh,
And by the way, that mix is fire. So
Thank
I listened
you.
to that mix. I felt like I was there. It's amazing.
Damn.
All the big ones. But I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not the only one who enjoyed it, I think, right?
you're not. So, guys, I dropped it. I decided to drop the mix on YouTube. I've never dropped a mix on YouTube in my life. And I thought, do you know what? I've dropped it on SoundCloud. Let's drop it on YouTube, because there's a lot of people in the Caribbean that don't use SoundCloud. They use YouTube. Anyway, a couple of days went past and I was like, let me check how my mix is doing. So I looked and it was like 1K views, and then the next day was like 2K views.
What?
I was like, yo, what's going on? And now it's on like 10K views.
Nice.
Views, bro.
And this is big for us, right? I mean,
Very
Soca
big.
Chronicles. Because you did all the work on that
very
one.
big.
That's amazing.
Very big, honestly. So we got like a ton. It's on 11K views now, actually,
Ooh.
and I dropped it the 25th of February.
So we're putting the link to that mix in the description if you
Yeah.
wanna have a listen as well. But
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah, check it out, honestly. And I've put a track list there, so
Nice,
you can
as
learn the music, because
Practice
there
what
are
you
some.
preach. I like
There we
it.
go. There we go. There are some bangers
Yep.
that came out of Dominica this year, honestly.
Yep.
And I've noticed that DJs and people in general seem to be paying more attention to Bouillon since
Yeah.
Dominica Carnival. I'm seeing people put in Bouillon songs when they post their pictures or whatever, this Bouillon songs. I've heard Gel put a couple of Bouillon songs in his mix. Well, the normal Bouillon songs that I've heard in the Soca 2024 mixes
Yeah.
is the funny, I think it's called Funny Business Rhythm, so Situationship, Round
No
and Rosie, all
relationship.
of that.
Nice, yeah.
There we go. And Do As You Want. But not all of the DJs have put Do As You Want in, but all of them have put the Situationship and Round and Rosie and all of that. The first DJ I heard actually put like a Bouillon segment in their 2024 mix was Super Nitro.
Nice. Nice.
He was the
I like
first. Yeah. Like he's got a solid 15-minute Bouillon segment in
That's
his
just
mix.
another way to do it, right? Segments in your mixes.
There we go. There
Do
we
some island
go.
hopping. I like it.
Exactly. And then the latest mix that Gel's dropped, which we should link in the description,
Yep.
he's put Whistle While You Work in there, bro.
My
Whistle
favorite
While
one.
You Work. Remember,
My
that was
favorite.
my favorite song from Carnival.
Yep.
He put that.
It's good.
And he put a song called Stronger. So he put those two from Dominica Carnival this year. And I was so gassed.
Nice.
So
I can
so
imagine.
gassed. But I feel like this could be a turning point for Bouillon.
Yeah.
And I think this could shine more of a light on it. because it is a very niche. What would I call it? A very niche sort of stem from soca.
Yep.
And in fets, people don't really play that much bouillon, to be honest. Like, Dominicans don't really get catered to in the fets.
No.
It would just be like the obvious ones. Like, do something crazy.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm hoping that going forward, we're going to hear more bouillon in the fets.
Exactly.
Since going to Dominica Carnival, I'm like,
you're convinced.
A bouillon advocate.
You're a fan. Yep.
A bouillon specialist.
You've been baptized into the bouillon.
There we go. I'm a bouillon babe now.
I love it.
There we go. So I'm here for it. So guys, listen to my mix. Get to know the bouillon from this year. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. If you love soca, you will love my bouillon mix. And if you don't love it, then there's something wrong with you. Because
that's a hard statement to make.
11k plays or views on YouTube and almost 400 on SoundCloud tells you what you need to know. My mix is higher.
I love the self-confidence. I love it.
Because you know me, Arkayo. I never big up myself. I never big up my... But
I'm loving it.
I'm gassed. 11k on YouTube. Come on.
Nice.
Don't piss me off. Bruv. Mate.
All right, Sharnz, I'm going to close this section off at some point. So one thing I want to know, this is a short episode. The one thing I want to know is, when is the next carnival?
The next carnival is Jamaica Carnival.
Nice.
Which they've got one day in Ocho Rios on the 1st of April and then the 7th of April in Kingston. So anyone who's going to Jamaica Carnival this year, big up yourself. I hope you enjoy. I want to see your footage. So if you want to tag me in it, tag me.
I want to see people jumping off buildings again, so tag me in that one.
Oh. Damn.
There is one more point of order for me, and that is Song of the Month.
Song of the Month.
Come on. We have a whole tune for that. You're just singing it yourself.
Sorry.
No worries.
Apologies.
I just need to use that one from now on. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I think we're going back to Barbados again this month, are we?
We are. We spend a lot of time in Barbados, don't we? I mean,
but I love it there.
Interviewing Bajan artists, Bajan songs, the song of the
month. We're being
month.
Sponsored by Barbados, guys. It's out now.
That's it. That's it. We are sponsored by Bridgetown.
Exactly.
Honestly. But yeah, Arkayo, do you want to do the honors of the song of the month?
Sure. So the song of the month is Stiffy, Pooch Back, or my best.
Pooch Back.
That's better. Yeah, I was gonna say my best Asian accent. Thanks for supplementing that. And this is the famous Amos rhythm. Let's have a listen.
Let's go.
This is the song of the month.
Plug it to all the shit bitches from Georgia. Every girl that sugared. Bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar. Ladies, bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar. Come on, bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar. Bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar. Don't say you never banged before. Don't tell me that your knees or your ankles sore. Don't want to hear nothing about use a glass bar or your knees hurting and you can't push back, girl. You got to bang, you got to bang, you got to bang, you got to bang. And if you want to become my wife, show me the best bar shots in life. Bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar. Ladies, bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar. Come on, bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar. Bang, don't touch the ground with them boots bar.
Now that was Pooch Back by Stiffy.
Big tune.
What a banger. And that rhythm was produced by my boy, my brother, my family, DJ Kai.
Hey.
So guys, get to
Big
streaming.
talent.
Get to streaming. And don't forget to check out the other songs on that rhythm as well.
Exactly.
I think that is all we have time for. Oh, great minds think alike. We were like saying it at the same time. You know what I mean? Hey.
Love it. With that, guys, thank you very much for listening once again. Make sure you check out that Bouillon mix of Sharnz on the Soca Chronicles YouTube page. Link below. Not below. You're listening to this, so there's no below. Sorry, in the description. And
there we go.
With that, see you next month when we have an interview again.
Well, we hope to have an interview.
True.
We really do hope.
We're expecting to have an interview again.
There we go. I think that's the better thing to say. So we set the expectation. So guys, if we don't have an interview next month, you will not be disappointed.
Or sue us.
That too. But yeah, so guys, take care of yourself. Be safe. As I said before, if you're going to Jamaica Carnival, have fun, enjoy. For me, please. I need to live vicariously through somebody because I won't be there. I will be in the cold UK.
Aww.
Yeah. Anyway, I've done enough talking. Guys, peace out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Soca Chronicles.